Welcome to Zukul.com. In this module we're going to discuss the use of SoloAds. For those of you who are unsure, SoloAds are a form of CPC or cost per click advertising, where simply someone will send a message about your particular offer to their own email list of subscribers. This is a great way of testing pages, of testing offers and advertisements, as you're going to get effectively instant results and feedback. However, as with everything, you need to approach this service with caution and do as much due diligence as possible before embarking on a campaign. There are always going to be golden rules with all advertising. Start small, test, make sure that you review, and then review again, and then scale up your successful campaigns, ditch the unsuccessful campaigns, and then simply rinse and repeat that same process all over again. SoloAds are probably the most often used method of paid traffic or advertising, so because of this, Zukul want you to have the best experience and results when using SoloAds. So in this module, we're going to first look at where you can find the best SoloAd providers, and then we're going to walk you through a simple demonstration of how we will place an actual SoloAd for one of our businesses. So let's get started now. The first site that we're going to look at is a site called humaniballs.com, and you'll find the link to this site in the text below this video. This site operates at the upper end of the quality of SoloAds and operates only with what we call T1 traffic, which is tier 1 traffic, which as you can see just concentrates on the top 5 English speaking countries, being the United States, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand and so on. Also you can see the amount that you're going to pay, so for 250 clicks you're going to pay $300 right up to 2,000 clicks at $2,160. And the way that this works is that they will send an advertisement to their list about your offer, and within that email there will be a link to your offer, and effectively what you're purchasing is 250 different people clicking on that link in their email and going to your page. Now what they do once they go to your page is entirely up to a number of factors, such as the quality of your advertisement and whether the viewer is inclined to request more information. So with all SoloAds, you're generally going to be purchasing the clicks. That's why we call it a CPC, a cost per click advertising method. If you click the link below this video, you'll be taken straight to this site so you can have a look at it in more detail. The next site we're going to look at is a site called SoloAds.com. SoloAds is slightly different in the fact that effectively they are a platform for solo ad providers, and as you can see they have a rating on the right hand side which you can use as a guide on their quality. You can also see here as an example we have Sarah Chu. Her cost per click is usually 50 cents per click with an average conversion of 46%. Now that average really does depend upon the quality of your advertisement, the landing page that you've set up, so please don't use that as a guarantee. It also highlights the fact that they've received sales and the cost per sales have been $1.09, but again please don't take that as a guarantee because it really does depend upon your offer and the page that you're sending their traffic to. If you want more information, you can click here, and what that will do is will take you straight through to their Facebook page where you can contact them and discuss further on the SoloAd that you want to test with them. Talking of Facebook, that takes me to an excellent source of SoloAds. If you come up to the search bar in Facebook and type in SoloAds and then click on groups, you'll then have a long list of groups where there are a lot of SoloAds that sell and market their services online. And I've just clicked on the top one here, which is SoloAds testimonial, just to give you an example. Now what I suggest that you do here is you have a look at recent testimonials, see if there's any consistency in the number of SoloAds that they do, so you can get a feel for the individuals. And then you need to contact the individual and talk to them about the offer that you want to promote to see if it's suitable for their list. You can show them your landing page, you can show them swipes, you can talk to them and try and build up some sort of rapport or understanding in how they operate. And if you're completely new at SoloAds, then be upfront with them and tell them that you're completely new. And what you may find is that you'll come across a very helpful solo ad provider who will actually help you with landing pages, help you with swipes, and may even give you a discount on a first run or a test run of their solo ads. So it really is worthwhile spending a lot of time on Facebook in these groups trying to find recommendations, but also connecting with some of these individuals. Now this site we're going to look at is called Udemy, udemy.com. And again, the link for this site will be below this video within the text. As you come onto the website, you'll see straight away as you scroll down, it's in a very similar format to the previous website that we looked at, in so much as we have testimonials and examples down the bottom here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to, if you're already a member of Udemy, then that's fine, you can log in. If you're not a member of Udemy, then obviously you need to click on the Get Started. It's completely free to register, it's no problems at all, so just click the Get Started and register your details. So here we are in the back of one of my Udemy accounts. So as you can see, same principle here, in so much as we have testimonials here for solo ads. We've got menus across the top and menu down the left hand side. Now the first thing that you'll need to do is make sure that your profile is correct, and obviously you'll have done that going through the registration process. Once you've done that, the next thing we need to do is actually add a swipe, or a what they call an add text. So you need to click that link here, which is called add text. Now obviously we've come to my back office of this account, so you can see I've got some swipes already in play here. But the chances are is that you'll come to an empty page with a button which says new swipe. So we just want to click on the new swipe button. So once on this page, you need to make sure that the type of swipe or ad text that you're going to create is the email solo ad. So make sure that is highlighted. You're then going to add your swipe. Now I've got one prepared already here. Now the first thing I need to make sure is a word of warning. A, this is not the best swipe in the world, and B, there will be hundreds if not thousands of people watching this video. So by the time that you come to see this swipe, chances are is that some people will have used it many times, so therefore it may not be very effective. So just please bear that in mind. However, the reason I've written it is to give you an idea of the type of thing that you need to include. So obviously at the top here we've got subject line. So I've just written proof inside, obviously in brackets, free gold and silver system. May not be the greatest headline, but it's a headline. We then have the actual swipe. Now the swipe is effectively, this is the email, or at least the bones of an email that is going to be sent by our solo ad vendor. They may use this email, or they may use their own. Many of the solo ad providers that I use actually create their own swipe and just attach my link to it. Now you'll notice that I haven't included the link for my capture page at this stage. It's because I want to show you how we do that. So here I am in my Zukul marketing suite. I've gone to tools as normal, I've gone to landing page creator as normal, and then at the bottom here we've got landing pages. So I now click on landing pages, and then from there we scroll down, and we know that this one here, which is called demo 06, is the landing page that we want to use. So we'll just check that, and there it is. I'm going to grab the link to that, come back to my Udemy swipe, and you can see here where I've written click here to watch the live web class in action. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to highlight that, click the chain link icon, and then paste it in here, and just make sure that we get rid of the double HTTP, and then we're going to click save and come down again, and then we have another one. Click here now, do the same thing again, click OK or save, and then at the bottom obviously I would then type in my name. Once all that's done, I then click the save button, and as you can see, confirmation that that swipe has been created. So our next step is to go and find some solo ad providers. So what do we do now? Well, we go up to the top here and we'll click on find sellers. And obviously you can see here we've got a large list of sellers. Now the top ones are going to be promoted, so they have paid to be at the top of the list. So you can see here it's written promoted. As we go further down, you then see that it then becomes based on the ranking system that has already been the default at the top here. So the defaults you can change, so you can click here and change it to 7 days. You could change it to the number of clicks that you want to order, so perhaps you want to order 300. So these are all the solo ad providers that are able to provide 300 clicks. And then we have here the amount, so this is the minimum and this is the maximum that we're prepared to spend. So let's say we want to change the maximum to perhaps 50 cents, and again that'll change the ranking, as you can see here. Then perhaps we want to add people on here that are currently online, perhaps we want to speak to them, so we'll add that. And perhaps we want to add solo ad providers that have had sales, so as you can see we've got sales signified here, but we'll include that. And then perhaps we want to include all these solo ad providers by rating, so we'll click on that. So we're looking for solo ad providers that have got at least 100. That would be my minimum. I've done at least 100 solo ad providers, or at least have got ratings from at least 100. So we'll click on that. So there we go. So that is how we can rank it, and then you can go through. So from all of those, you can now see that I've managed to whittle it down to 4 people who have not been promoted. So they're all able to do solo ads, do 300 solo ads with a maximum of 50 cents per solo ad, and have had sales and have had over 100 positive ratings. So as you can see here, 191 with only 2 poor ones. Tend to be that if you've got low levels of poor ones, I wouldn't necessarily use that as being a negative. However, obviously if they've got large numbers of poor ratings, then clearly you possibly don't want to use them. So let's just click on Riz. So there we are. So we've connected to Riz. We could decide to send him a message. We could come down to the bottom, and as you can see here, for our 300 clicks we're going to pay 48 cents per click, which is $147. And if we want to agree to using this swipe on the 12th of January, we're agreeing in all that, then we can click the buy button for that solo ad. And finally, once your solo ad is actually activated, you'll then start to get tracking information in your back office. So as you can see, over a period of a couple of days, we've seen a lot of clicks come through from this particular campaign, and here you can see where those clicks have been coming from. So 98% top tier countries such as the United States and Canada, so that's where the clicks have come from. And then further down you can see examples of where those clicks are. So for example, here just at the top we've got 1 click from Germany, 1 from Canada, and 67 from Italy, and obviously it goes further down as well. So there's a lot of detail within solo ad sites. That it's just a matter of using the links below this video, registering your free account, and then just having a play with their systems.